I was having trouble coming up with an idea for a video. So I was like, you know what? Here's something I kind of want to talk about, so I'll just talk about it. And it's mainly the reason why I am probably not going to continue playing The Last of Us Part 2. I know it has nothing to do with trucking or anything like that. I wanted to talk about it, and this is the best way I can talk about it. So here we go. As it stands at where I'm at right now, I am at Seattle Day 2 playing as Amy. Abby, my bad. I got the names mixed up. And at this point, I'm just like, you know what? I'm kind of done playing this. It's not really a fun game. It's just like, it's just not a fun game. It's always like, it feels like it's a chore to play. And whenever it gets like that, it's just, why even bother playing? Because it's like, I believe Reggie from Nintendo once said, if the game's not fun to play, why bother playing it? And that's the motto I live by. If it's not fun to play, don't play it. But I just wanted to give like my general thoughts and everything as to like where I'm at right now. Because like I said, I'm on Seattle Day 2, I believe, with Abby. And I have I'm trying to remember exactly where I'm at on there. I'm going to the hospital, that's what it is. I'm going to the hospital to save the little girl. So, during this review, it's definitely going to be spoilery. Because at this point, I really don't care. I'm sure most people have already seen it, and I'm just going to talk about why I'm probably not going to finish it. I'm probably just going to go ahead and drop it. That's where I'm at right now, because I really don't care. I'll start off with this. There are a couple things in the game that I do like. Like on a technical level and graphic wise, it is very beautiful. It is a very gorgeous game, and it runs very smoothly. There's only maybe a couple spots where it kind of glitches out a little bit, but it's not that bad. The only time in the story where I really enjoyed it and felt like, okay, yeah, this is definitely a continuation of the last part, is whenever Joel and Ellie are in the museum for Ellie's birthday. That part, to me, is the best part in the entire game. I'm sure there might be another thing later on. I don't know. But to be honest, that's the only part of the game I was like, okay, you know what? Yeah, this feels like The Last of Us. Like the first game. Because the first game, granted, it's been a while since I played it, so I don't fully remember every little thing. It was like, yeah, it's bleak and all, but there's still hope and stuff like that. You still have these two people who, granted, aren't related by blood, but at the end of the game are basically like, he looks at her as like a daughter, and she looks up to him as a father figure. And that doesn't really carry over much into the second game. The only time that feeling gets carried over is in the flashback scene where they're at the museum. Honestly, that's like the best part in the entire game. I'm not gonna lie. My hair keeps thinning out. I might be going bald, guys. I don't like that. Sorry, I know that has nothing about what I was talking about. I looked over and I got distracted by my massive forehead. I don't like it. My hair's starting to thin out. I don't like it. Anyways, back to the game. So far, those are the only two parts I like. The beginning of it was okay, because I mean, it's set like, I think it's set 5 years after the first game. I don't fully remember. And having a game take place around Ellie is not a bad choice, because I mean, we already had like the DLC in the first game where you played as Ellie and while she's surviving with that one girl in the mall. I didn't play the DLC, so I honestly don't know. I don't remember what her name is, and I didn't bother looking it up beforehand. So, the first Last of Us one, we'll call it part 1, so that way it's just easier. It was a really good game, really cinematic, and I loved it. This one, the story is bad, because the main focus of the story is revenge bad, don't do it. That's the main focus. right here, TLDR, mechanically and like visually, game is stunning. Story-wise, dog shit. On to the rest of it. Shit. Okay, on to the rest. So yeah, after the big twist of Joel dying in the first like couple hours, I don't even, first little bit, it's not even in like a couple hours, it's just the first little bit, because he saved Abby from, first of all, I didn't like Abby anyways at the beginning of it, and they really didn't try hiding it, like the fact that her and a group that went there were fireflies. It was hinted at, and then it becomes really apparent later on in the game that I didn't even like her in the beginning, because they're like, hey, there's a massive storm coming, let's hide up here, and then we get going tomorrow and go down to the city where Joel is at. And she's like, no, I'm gonna go down there anyways during this blizzard, and I'm gonna fight off all of these sorry, I was burping in that one. Infected, fuck you for not wanting to come with me. Also, I still like you, Owen. Also, there's a guy there named Owen. So just that right there, I immediately didn't like her, because I don't like that archetype of like, hey, I'm gonna go against the obvious. I'm gonna do something really stupid because I want to. I don't like that archetype. I really don't. So I was really hoping that she would get stuck in like the blizzard and stuff, but no. Joel and his brother Tommy. I was wanting to say Terry, but I was like, that's not right. Joel and Tommy save her. They take her back to the log cabin where her group is staying at. And once whenever he says, oh, by the way, my name is Joel, yada yada yada, she proceeds to kill him. Brutally, I might add. They take it. She shoots him in the leg with a shotgun, basically blowing it apart, and then she proceeds to beat him to death with a golf club. All the while, you play as Ellie trying to find them, because at this point, Joel had already told Ellie at that point what happened at the end of the first game. Where he's like, yeah, there actually wasn't any other immune people. You were the only one, but the only way they were able to do it, to make a cure, is if you died. And I've already lost one daughter. I couldn't stand to lose another one. So, and at that point, yeah, it makes sense. Given the same situation, I would do the same thing. Because at that point, only Joel, Tommy knew about it, and Abby. And I'm going to get back to Abby, because the game does something really stupid that tries to make you really sympathetic towards her, which does not work for me at all. And you already probably know what I'm talking about, but we'll get back to that here in a little bit. So at this point, Ellie finds him. She goes in there. She gets pinned down, and then Abby kills Joel. Not even like ceremoniously or anything like that. She just beats him to death, and it's like, which, first of all, it's a great way to make a person already hate you, because it's like, okay, you killed this guy who, granted, was not the best person. Let's be honest. Joel has already done some stuff in the apocalypse that was not good. Okay, he acknowledges that. They kind of acknowledge that, like, yeah, he's not the best person, but he turned his life around. He's like, all right, you know what? I'm done with this lifestyle. I know it's probably going to come back and bite me in the ass in the future, but I'm done with it. I'm done being that type of person. I'm staying here in Oregon. I believe that's where they're at, watching over my community. And you know what? It works. Like, they've lived like that for like 5 years or something. I think, like I said, I think it said 5 years after the first game. I don't fully remember. So then after that, Ellie and her new girlfriend, Dina, that's it. I was drawing a blank of the name. I really was. Ellie and Dina, who just broke up with her boyfriend, decided to go to Seattle to follow Tommy, because Tommy left without telling anybody aside from his wife. So they go there, get the quote unquote find Tommy and get revenge. And that's basically all it is. And through playing as Ellie, you get to kill off nearly everybody that was there whenever Joel died. I say nearly everybody, you practically do. And that's fine until you get to the until you get back to the theater where Ellie and Dina were hiding out after Dina's ex-boyfriend comes and helps you out. And also during all this, Dina finds out she's pregnant because she wasn't originally gay. She just, at the very least, she's bi. Unlike Ellie, who is just straight gay, which, full on gay. It's not straight gay. If you're straight gay, then I guess it just means you're, I don't know. And I know some people are like, oh, female protagonist and she's gay. Oh, I don't like that. And as long as the character's written well and stuff like that, and it's not, if it's handled well, it doesn't bother me. But just making a character gay for the sake of like, oh look, we got a gay character, yay! It's just pandering. With Ellie and like her stuff, it's handled well. Like it's not just forcibly just shoved in there. Like, I guess if you didn't play the DLC in the first game, it probably would be, but that's where it started off at. So I mean, it's not, to me, it's not a big deal. It really is. Lost my train of thought again. God damn it. Okay, yeah. After that, Abby sneaks up and then finds out where you live and is going to, I guess, kill you. I don't know. And then it cuts to where the game does a really stupid choice and decides, you know what? Here, we're going to make you play as Abby now and go through her story and make you try to feel sympathetic for her. First of all, fuck you. I don't like that. Because I already don't like this woman as it is. There's no reason to try to make it sympathetic. And the reason why she is so hell-bent on getting Joel is because apparently her father was the one that was going to perform the surgery on Ellie to get that. And she was there at the Firefly base, wherever it was. I think it wasn't in Seattle. I don't remember where it was. Point is, the first doctor that you kill whenever you bust into the room to save Ellie is her dad. And so, that is her reason for wanting revenge, because not only did you kill her dad, you basically doomed the rest of humanity. You know what? Fine. If you wanted to do that, okay, but you could have handled it better, I guess. Instead of forcing us to play through Abby's story at this point, because at this point, nobody really likes her. She is an annoying, she's really just a bitch, and nobody likes her. I don't even think the characters in game really like her all that much, because she's just a buff military chick. And there's only one person on that side of the story that I really relate to and understand the most, and that's Owen. I feel like Owen gets the short stick in the story because he's the most relatable one. He's the one that's like, look, I'm done looking for ex-Fireflies and stuff like that. I'm done with this vengeance stuff. I only went out there so you can settle it, and now I came back. My girlfriend or wife, I don't know if they're married or not. Who knows? She's pregnant, about to give birth to a baby. I'm done with this lifestyle. I've fixed up this aquarium, made it look nice. Okay, this is my life here. I'm done doing your bullshit. Okay. Honestly, I feel like Owen was probably the best character in the game. And that's saying something in a game that has a lot of not so great moments and characters. And during Abby's story, I guess it's like her redemption thing. She is a part of this organization called Wolves or something like that. And they were at a skirmish fight against these cult people that basically just shave their heads and have cuts all over their bodies. They have a specific name, but I don't remember what it is because it's been a little bit since I played. But that's basically what it is. They're only using stuff from the land, using bows and arrows and guns. And not touching quote unquote old man's world, while the wolves would use whatever's necessary. I don't care for either group whatsoever. Like, if you want to make it a revenge story and stuff like that, that's fine. But forcing us to, whenever it gets to an interesting part, just be like, oh, by the way, we're going to stop you dead in your tracks, and now you're going to play through this asshole's story, and now you're going to try to feel sympathetic for her. Like, no, if you wanted to do that, then the best way you can do that is maybe make it DLC, not force you and not just stop you dead in your tracks and be like, okay, here you go, here's this, take a little break. Also, start feeling more guilty about the stuff you're doing, which is another thing it does. It tries to make you feel guilty, and for me it doesn't work. It just makes me not want to play. It's like, why would I do this? Like I said, I think Owen gets a short stick in the game. He is MVP of the game, and he dies a horrific death. Actually, no. What does he die of? Ellie shoots him in his aquarium along with his girlfriend, but hers was an accident after she did not mean to kill the girlfriend. She really didn't, because the girlfriend's pregnant like her girlfriend. Granted, Owen's girlfriend is a lot further along than Dina's. I know I'm being complicated with this, but that's kind of how the game is set up. I'm just going with like how it's set up. So this is just how the game be. Now, I might go back through and finish the rest of it. But as it stands right now, I'm not impressed with it. I'm sure there's like I know there's a proper ending and stuff, but I just don't care. I don't care. And also I saw this the other day that people were harassing the voice actress for, I'm assuming Addie, I'm not entirely sure. I would assume it is, because she's the one that voiced the character. If you don't like a fictional character, that's fine. I don't like Abby one bit. I don't care what they're trying to do. I don't like her one bit, but I'm not going to go and harass the voice actress because I don't like the character. I'm not going to do that. If they are going to make another one, I think your best bet would be to make it kind of like an anthology story from now on. Like, or you could just set up a brand new scenario with a new cast. You could probably do that. Or you can somehow make this game non-canon like they did with Devil May Cry 2. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they might. But anyways, that's my rant for the day. I'm sure I'll come back with another rant here soon. I don't know what kind of rant, but overall, I get the game, like on a technical level and stuff, it's very impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's impressive. There's one scene in the game where Dina pulls off Ellie's shirt, but you only see it from the back, and there's no clipping in it whatsoever. It's like a proper, like, how it would actually look like if a person was taking off another person's shirt. It wasn't sexual or anything like that. It was just really impressive the way it was done. So honestly, I get the game maybe, I'm gonna be generous and give it like a 6 out of 10. I think if the story was a lot better, I would probably give it at least a good 8 or 9 out of 10. But since the story is garbage and I don't really care much for the people in there, you know, I'll bump it up to a 7 because of the flashback scene in the museum. I'm gonna bump it up to a 7. Perfect game by any means? God no. God no. I'd much rather play the first game. And I'm sure the first game has its own problems, but quite frankly, I don't remember, because I haven't played the first game since it came out on the PS3. So I have no idea. But that is my rant for the day. I don't know why I was like, yeah. Okay. That's my rant for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.